Here we are in section 4-3, exercises numbers 23 through 34. We're going to be using formulas. And so we went and found the formula here for distance, rate, time. Here's the formula, D equals RT. So let's stick it in. So here we have that D is going to equal R. So the R is a 7 and the T is 15. So we're going to take 7 times 15 and that will tell us what D is. 15 times 7, 5, 3, 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10. So it's 105. And in this case, miles per hour, we traveled 105 miles, 7 miles per hour for 15 hours. Good. The next one, we have 55 miles per hour for 7.2 hours. And again, we stick that in. So we're going to have D equals R, which is 55, times 7.2. I have to write that one out. 55 times 7.2. And that is timesing. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. Okay. And now 0 for the second column there. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 3 is a 38. And we get 0.693. 1 decimal place. Distance becomes 396 miles. Excellent. Okay, last one on this top row with the D equals RT. So again, it's going to be D equals R, which is 45, times T, which is 2 1/3. So you have to take 45 times 2 1/3. So that's 45 over 1 times a fraction. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7/3. Now, if you look here, I know that 45 is 9 times 5 or 3 times 15. So I can reduce ahead of time the 3 here and the 3 there and get 15 times 7, which we just did over here, which was 105. Wow, 105 miles. Excellent. Okay, number 26. Here we have formula for simple interest, which is I is PRT. So we're going to take the P times the R times the T. So in this case, the I is going to be equal to the 5,000 times the rate, 0.07, times the time is 5. Okay, so let's do it. P times R times T, 5,000 times 0.07, which gives us, not divide by, 0.07 times that. And we get 0.00035 with 2 decimal places. So that's $350. And we're going to take 350 times 5. So we can get rid of those. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. So it's 1750. Cool. Okay, that's how much interest would come over 5 years from that. Okay, number 27. So we have 8,500. Now again, the P is going to go right there. The rate 0.04 is there times 9. Okay, so 8,500, which will give us, 8,500 times 0.04, 0, 0, 5, 4 times 5 is 0, carry a 2, and we get 3,4. And then 2 decimal places, so we have 340, and we're going to times that by 9. 9 times 0 is 0, 9 times 4 is 36, and 9 times 3 is 27, plus 3 is 30. So it's going to be 3060, 3060. Excellent. Number 28. 300 times 9%. Let's put it over here. 300. Oh, we should see that we're doing the same thing. It's going to be 300 times 0.09. That's the R times 15. So 300 times 0.09. We'll do that one first, times 0.09. And it gives us, let me see, 0, 0, then 27, 2 decimal places. or 2 digits behind the decimal 7 is 27, and we're going to times that by 15. 15 times 7 is 35, carry the 3. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. 0 for the next column over, and a 2, 7. So we get 0, 0, carry the 1, and 4. So 400. $400. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Use the formulas for money totals. Now, it says we might need to make up our own, which we can do. This is kind of a nice one to practice on here because we all know quarters. So we have 9 quarters, so that's 9 times 25 cents. And then we're going to take plus 10 cents for every dime. So that's 12 times 10 cents. That's $0.1. So 9 quarters, let me see, 4 quarters is $1, 8 quarters is $2, that's 2.25 plus $1.20. So put those on top and you get 3.45. That's how much money we have there. Cool. Number 30. And notice that this is why we have to kind of make our own formula. We have pennies and dimes now. So we have 0.01 times 19 plus 0.1 times 17. Yeah, that's 19 cents in pennies and $1.70. And put those on top of each other and you get $1.89. So notice we kind of made this 0.01p plus 0.1 times d, and that equaled the whole value of the money that we have. Same thing over here. We had 0.25 times q and 0.1 times d to get our value there. And it's just the pattern. The formula just means what pattern we're using. And so this one we're going to have, I'll write it up here. So we're going to have nickels. So 5 cents for every nickel plus 25 cents for every quarter. So we get 0.05 times 37 and plus 25 cents for every quarter, 23 of them. So what does that mean that we have here? 0.05 times 37. Yeah, I'll have to do that by hand. 37 times 0.05. 5 times 7 is 35. Carry the 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. That's $1.85. Oops, I just didn't put the decimal in there. $1.85 plus, and then 23 times 0.25. So 23 times 0.25. Let me see, 24 quarters would be $6, so we should be just under $6. So 5 times 3 is 15, carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Put a 0 there for the second row. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4. And we get, yep, 5 and a 7 and a 5, 2 decimal places. Yeah, just under $6, $5.75. So now if we add these, let's put the 185 down here. 5 plus 5 is 0, carry a 1. We get 16, carry a 1, and 7. So we get a total of $7.60. Cool. All right, last one. Let's take, use the temperature conversion formula. That's one right here. So we're going to take that 75, and we're going to stick it right there. So we have 5/9. So the C is going to equal 5/9 75 minus 32. Now 75 minus 32, that's 43. So 5/9 times 43. So 5 times 43, let's do it over here. 5 times 43, oh, that's a 5 there. 5 times 3 is 15, carry the 1. 5 times 4 is 20, plus that 1, 215. So it's going to be 215 ninths. That doesn't look like how we normally do it. So let's do 215 divided by 9. Make it small right here so it can fit on the page. 9 goes into 21 twice. It's 18. Subtract, we get a 3. And bring down the 5. Goes 4. 4 times 9. Oh, not quite 4. Sorry, that'll be just a 3. That's 27. Subtract it, and we get an 8. And if we're going to do decimals, we're going to bring down a 0. So remainder 8. So 23 and 8/9. 9 goes into 80. 8 times, which is 72, subtract gives us an 8. Oh, it repeats. So it's going to be 23.8 degrees Celsius. So rounding it, it'd be 23.9 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's pretty small down there, but that'll be the answer. Okay, let's see if some others come out a little bit nicer here. Let's do number 33. We're going to take the 15 and put it in there. So the Celsius equals 5/9 times 15 minus 32. So 15 minus 32, we take 32 minus 15, which is 17, but it's negative. So we have 5/9 times a negative 17. And again, that's 17 over 1. So when we times them, 5 times 17 is 85. So we get negative 85/9. Okay, let's do our little division problem. Let's go way over here. 85 divided by 9. Let's put a decimal place out there, a couple, so we know what it's going to be. 9 goes into 85 9 times. That's 81. 4, 0. 9 goes into 40. 4 times. 4 times 9 is 36. Subtract and we get another 4. Yeah, so it's going to be 9.4 forever. So rounding, we can do 9.4 degrees Celsius. Oh, negative. Don't forget we had a negative on that. Yes, negative 9.4 degrees Celsius. And the last one, negative 23. So we're going to put that negative 23 right there and have Celsius is going to be 5/9 times negative 23 minus 32. That's negative 55. So 5/9 times a negative 55. 5 times negative 55 is negative 275. So negative 275/9. It's just, we could leave it as a fraction like that, but I think it's better to turn it into decimals so other people could understand us. So let's do 275 divided by 9. 9 goes into 27th. Oh, 3, right on. 0 gives us a 5. 9 goes into 5 0 times. Let's put a couple of zeros there to see if we go on with the decimal. So bring it down. 9 goes into 50 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. Subtract and we get a 5. Oh, it'll keep going. So that's 30.55555. If we round it to the nearest tenth, that's a pretty standard place. We'll get 30.6 degrees Celsius. Okay, good.